right, hello, this is Dr. Katie from Chiropractic and Kinesiology, and today I'm continuing our discussion on shoulders. I believe this is video 3, so if you've not already seen the first videos, I encourage you to go back to my channel and watch those first. But this is a continuation here. So we've already talked about things like what can cause shoulder injuries. I shared a little bit about my story, things we can do to help treat it that may be needed, and some at-home things. Okay, next question is how do I specifically treat someone in clinic? As a chiropractor, I'm also trained in something called Applied Kinesiology. So this is another specialty that doctors can train in. And what does that mean? How does that help you or impact shoulder injuries? So basically, Applied Kinesiology uses muscle testing to help assess the body. Now, if that still has you lost, we're gonna break that down even more. So basically, we have a lot of muscles in our body, right? Think like shoulders, whether we have a shoulder injury here or here. A lot of muscles. Our muscles should be healthy and be strong and be able to work properly, right? Now, let's say we all know that bicep muscle, right? Your gun muscle, you should be able to get a nice little flex there. I should be able to go up to an average patient. Doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, and I should be able to ask you, let's say this was a patient's arm, let's just pretend for a second. I should be able to ask you to resist my pressure. If I was gonna try to push on your arm, you should be able to push back and not let me push you down. Okay? If I just gently push, you should be able to resist. You should be able to fire that muscle. If I ask you, can you push that, and you can't do it, something's wrong, right? That arm should be able to push back, just a little bit of pressure. If that arm can't, we know something's wrong and we want to figure out why. I want to ask questions. Now it could be that the muscle's injured, right? Maybe this muscle was pulled. Maybe there's some damage there, okay? Maybe things are twisted. We talked about in a previous video how sometimes this arm cannot be sitting quite right in the socket, that ball in the socket. Instead of sitting nice, she can sometimes torque a little bit in there, and that can pull muscles. So something's physically or mechanically out of place. Sometimes a nerve, think like the nerves from my arm come up to the shoulder and are in my neck. If something's pinched off in my neck, it could cause arm problems. So it means I might need to address the neck to help this. I might need to adjust the arm back into place. Okay, so these are all physical, mechanical things that can cause this weakness, okay? Sometimes things like nutritional deficiencies can cause this weakness if you don't have enough of a certain vitamin or mineral, okay, to have your muscles fire. Sometimes exposures to things like toxins or chemicals can actually weaken the arm because they almost act like a poison, okay? Depending what we've been exposed to. Think like a pesticide, environmental or industrial chemical, exhaust, things like that. Sometimes even things like emotional stress or trauma can even cause weakness. Our body stores stress. So basically, what I do as a chiropractor and applied kinesiologist, I'm gonna be testing the muscles in your body. If you have a shoulder injury, I'm gonna be testing. I'm gonna have you actually physically push all different positions, the muscles in and around the shoulder, neck, everywhere else. I wanna see what's working good. If your muscles are nice and strong and have a natural resistance, we know we're going good. If we find something that doesn't work so good, we wanna ask the question why and work to fix it to not only help alleviate your pain, help you feel better, and help your body be more balanced, okay? That's what we do in clinic. It makes things a little bit different here. If you have more questions about that, I encourage you to reach out. You know what, if you're curious and you've been following these, I encourage you, just schedule an appointment, come on in, let's talk about this. Let's actually go through this in real life with you, and I'd love to help educate you more. All right, have a wonderful day, guys. If you have any more shoulder questions, feel free to drop them below. We'll talk later.